welcome to another video of Alpha PTE. This is Fatima. Hope you all are doing well and hope your preparation is going on well. So today's video is about drop down fill in the blanks. In PTE core you call them reading and writing fill in the blanks. So we are going to solve a few drop down blanks and see how we can tackle them easily and effortlessly. So this is the first question type that you will have in your reading module, wherein you will have a passage and a few words in the passage are replaced by a blank, and you will have a drop down list, and you have to select from the 4 options which are there in the drop down list for each blank. All right. So in PT core, these blanks give marks in both reading as well as writing module. But from 7th of August 2025, in PT Academic, these blanks will only contribute marks for your reading module. It does not have marks in writing for PT Academic and PT UKVI. Okay, but the difficulty level, the types and everything is pretty similar for PT Academic and PT core, so you can follow the same strategy for both. Okay, so without much delay, let's head on to alphapte.com and start solving. So this is the question: the lack of interest among adolescents in school. Let's quickly skim through the passage and see. The lack of interest among adolescents in school science course is a complex issue, but 2 are particularly critical. Contemporary students live in a culture that increasingly emphasize self-reflection and autonomy. And the range of subjects they are dash with is far broader than in the past. Adolescence is a key period for the formation of identity, and ample evidence shows that the way subject choices contribute to oneself, particularly in how they reflect personal dash, is crucial for young people. Specifically, science curricula needs to more clearly demonstrate the career pathways that science can offer, both within scientific fields and science related profession, and articulate dash these careers are valuable, meaningful and rewarding. Okay, so this is basically how the adolescents career choice affects adolescents. Okay, so now let's see the first sentence. The lack of interest among adolescents in school science course is a complex issue, but 2 dash are particularly critical. 2 elements are particularly critical. 2 reasons are particularly critical: factors and causes. Now 2 what? They're saying among in school courses. Okay, so why they don't have interest in the school courses? What is the reason? You don't say 2 elements are particularly critical. They don't have interest in this course because of the 2 elements. Because of 2 reasons. Okay, but can you put reasons? The lack of interest among adolescents in school science course is a complex issue, but 2 reasons are particularly. Can reasons be particularly critical? You mean to say reasons, but you need a different word to fit the grammatically correct sentence. 2 factors. Okay, so the lack of interest among adolescents in school science course is a complex issue, but 2 factors are particularly critical. Now why we have not selected reasons? Now both elements and reasons refer to the parts, but they don't express the same sense and conditions which you express in factors, because factors means different parts of the problem which is affecting different parts of the situation, different features of the situations, different areas of the situation which is affecting the problem. So that's why you don't say reasons or you don't say elements there, you use factors. Causes is more about one thing leading to another, cause and effect, so cause don't fit here, so that's why we select factors. Moving on. Contemporary students live in a culture that increasingly emphasize self-reflection and autonomy, and the range of subjects they are dash with is far broader than in the past. They are dash. Now how many range of subject do you think they have increased or decreased? Obviously the range of subject nowadays have increased a lot. I mean, you can't say they have like doubled, tripled, actually more than that. So they have too many subjects to choose from. So the range of subjects they are introduced with or associated with, presented with or confronted with. Now you can't put associated with, they're not associated with the subject. And present, introduced to could have been correct, introduced to and presented. It's more about, introduced or presented. It's more similar. It's like, just showing something without, much, putting much emphasis on that. But you don't introduce or show the range of subject. You are either given to study these subjects, or you are confronted with. Here it's more in a negative way, that I'm confronted with so much workload and stuff like that. So in that sense, confronted is the right choice here, because it shows that they have to deal with a lot of things, they have to face a lot of things. You use the word confront to show something which is a little stressful, a little difficult. So that's the right choice, I think. Adolescence is a key period for the formation of identity, and ample evidence shows that the way subject choices contribute to oneself or self, particularly in how they reflect personal dash. Now, personal is crucial for young people. Personal beliefs, subjects, personal emotions, personal values, or personal goals. Now, personal beliefs, we can't use beliefs, it can be, but when it comes to one's identity, like forming their, making a part of their, being a part of their choice and stuff like that, you always put more emphasis on values. Okay, values is best because it's like the principle. This is my guiding principle, these are my values. I'm following my values, these are my things. You don't say. Beliefs is a more generic term here, so emotions and goals don't make sense. Personal values. Okay, then subject choice is based on the values, not belief system. Belief system is very general thing. Specifically, science curricula need to more clearly demonstrate the career pathways that science can offer, both within scientific field and in science related professions, and articulate dash these careers are valuable, meaningful, and reward. Even if I don't select the options, I think it's showing why something is important. Yeah. So when you read the sentence, sometimes you just know the answer. Like here, you need, science people should show why it's more desirable and stuff like that. Okay, so that's why. All right, factors, confronted, values, and why. Let's try another one. When humans began farming some 12,000 years ago, they altered the future of our dash forever. Now, when you start farming, what did they change? The future of our garden. You do farming in the garden, or stone, color, no, species. Even if you don't know the answer, it looks better. Species, our human civilization, the survival. Because of obviously farming, you have so much more food. Our ancestors were ecological dash, discovering and cultivating the most valuable crops, scaling them up to feed entire communities, and transforming wild crops so fundamentally that they can become dependent on humans for their survival. So, ecological, obviously, they are doing all this, and all these are good stuff, important stuff. So, that means they know what they are doing. You can't say rivers, mirrors, pockets, pioneers. Pioneers means leaders. Okay, somebody who has good amount of knowledge about these things. All right. Farming, in the words of National Geographic Genographic Project, sowed the seeds for the modern chair, cloud, basket. These are really easy, so let's submit. Moving on to the next one. Let's do this as the last one. Little is known about the figure that inspired the story of King Arthur. While Arthurian legends have been a part of Western literature for centuries, the historical reality of King Arthur remains shrouded in furniture, silence, uh, obscurity, or meadow. Meadow is like, it's like a garden. Okay, furniture and silence doesn't make any sense. What is the meaning of the word obscurity? Obscurity means something which is not known to everybody, which is not well known. Okay, like it's hidden from everybody. Right, silence clearly means there's no sound. Silence we can put generically, but it doesn't fit the sentence because the sentence is talking about knowledge. So they are just trying to say that it's a part of the century, it's a part of the literature, but the reality is kind of hidden, it's not well known. So this obscurity. The earliest references to a figure resembling Arthur comes from various sources, including Welsh, Latin, and later medieval English texts. However, concrete evidence linking Arthur to a specific historical figure is painted, hidden, folded, or lacking. Evidence is hidden. They are saying some evidence, something is there. So you can't say evidence is like hidden, but they are saying concrete something for sure is not there. So it's there but it's not there. What do you call that thing? Lacks. They say, for example, somebody is submitting the essay. I will not say that it has no content, I will say it is still lacking some aspect. So it's there but you need to put some more to make it more relevant. So lacking. Okay, and how do we do that? We eliminate. Painted doesn't, hidden, folded doesn't make sense. So hidden and lacking, no, lacking more concrete, contextual. One of the key figures associated with Arthurian legend is the 6th century Welsh bard Owain, also known as Owain. Okay, sorry. While
A wine run.
Owain, okay, you can find the pronunciation there. Owain himself is an elusive historical figure. His works, particularly his poetry, suggest that he may have played a role in shaping the mythic image of Arthur. Owain's poems are filled with references to heroic warriors and dash, which may have been inspired by real historical events or figures from the tumultuous period of post-Roman Britain. Heroic warriors, that means there is something good about it. And what do warriors do? And so he's writing poems about who? Poems about warriors and chairs? No, warriors and battles, warriors and shadows, warriors and rivers. So these thing doesn't make sense. Warriors and battles, where are they fighting? They're fighting in a battle, so they'll talk about that. Though Awarin's connection to Arthur is dash, some scholars believe that elements of his poetry could have been woven into the later tales of the Arthurian cycle. Connection to Arthur is are they 100% sure that he is the one who is, the reason why we know about King Arthur? They're not 100% sure. They are saying that it's also, no, there people, some people also think that it's because of him, that maybe they say may have played a role in shaping, may have, so nobody's sure about it. Connection to Arthur is still, it's not narrow, it's not broken or distant, it's speculative. It's like people are talking about it, nobody's sure about it, but they're making assumptions, speculations. Okay, speculation means it's uncertain, they're guessing about it, but they are making an assumption that maybe this is because of this particular person. All right. Whether or not Awarin directly inspired the stories of King Arthur, his legacy as a poet and historian of his time remains dash in understanding the origins of these enduring myth. So we are not sure whether he 100% did it or not, but his legacy and his poems, his personality as a historian is important. Obviously, they are saying that it is helping people to understand the origins of these things. So obviously, it is what? Ordinary? If he's so important, he's not ordinary. He is not fading or wooden, influential, somebody who made a difference. So I think these are the answers. So what you can do is you eliminate the wrong ones, whatever is left will be your right answer. There we are. Okay. So that's how we do these drop down blanks. So that's about today's video, guys. I hope this helped you a little bit more in understanding these types of fill in the blanks. They are important, they have a lot of marks, so please practice them a lot. Try to solve as many as possible, and if you still have any doubts and queries, do not hesitate to ask us. Join our Telegram group. You can leave your doubts there and we'll be there to help you. And if you like our videos, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you very soon in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.